Hey, I have got two lists on review for you today, and this first one is from Simon. Simon is a regular viewer, a long supporter of the channel. He is a good friend in many respects, and he has also donated an army to me at one point. So love me some Simon here. 17 order dice, 1250 points, British. Like, this is before the armies of the UK, so it's rulebooks only. Inexperienced platoon commander, lovely. Take the SMG, of course. Veteran with SMGs, so this is going to be that kind of list, is it? 3 SMGs, 5-man veteran units. These guys are perfect in transports, especially with a company commander, which is right there. Right, a regular company commander though, I don't think it needs to be regular, Simon. You can easily save the points here because most of the time that commander is going to sit in an armored transport. Forward artillery observer, run them while they're hot because as soon as the book gets out, these are gone. Again, it doesn't need to have extra points spent on it. Bare bones is perfectly fine. Double inexperienced light mortar teams. Did I not say, like, almost a year ago that light mortars were going to be the bomb? Everyone brings these, right? Double light mortars. Kangaroo. Nice. 11-man transport. That is for the 2 SMG teams and the company commander, I guess. Does it need to be anything other than inexperienced? No, it doesn't, because, the company commander gives it 4+. Another kangaroo. That's going to sit next to the first one, I guess. What would you add to this? Maybe some flamethrowers? Another infantry platoon here. Double rifle squads. These ideally for me would have an LMG in them. Like the points that we saved on some of the officers we could spend on an LMG. Another artillery. That is 4 shots with artillery observers. Nice. That is going to hurt. Whoever's going to play against this is really going to hurt. A Crusader AA with a twin autocannon. Love those. Love mine. It's been out so many times during this V3 for me. 2 of those though. Wow. I would consider maybe running one of them as the Mark 1 with the heavy autocannon, just because it's really a good armor hunter. And you save some points, which gives you another LMG. Ali. Nice. This is also a good armor hunter. 9+, easily catches fire and runnable. We don't care about any of that because it's got a medium anti-tank gun and a light anti-tank gun. And it can split fire so many ways, right? It is expensive, but, I mean, especially towards the end of version 2, this was one of those anti-meta vehicles that really cropped up quite a lot. Right now, I think it's been slightly replaced by other tank hunters, but it is still good. And a Wasp carrier. Ha! I am not a Wasp fan. I know people who are. That open top turn on the spot, it's got all of those nice little rules, but it hasn't got Recce. And it has only got that flamethrower, which, you have to go up to the enemy, and it's only a 7+. Some enemies might even consider, charging you. Yeah, I really like this list. The infantry does well in kangaroos, although I think you could cut the kangaroos down to, white scout cars or something else, because they're not that dangerous, and they are expensive. The white scout car is 60-something points, which, has the 3 shots for the HMG. It's just better, and you don't need 11-man transport, in my opinion. Then we have one from Robbie, which is a dark list here, and it's supposed to be a little bit thematic without, being overly non-competitive. 1250 points, 14 order dice. 14 order dice is a little low. But we immediately see why it's 14 order dice, because the officer is here with 4 extra crew with submachine guns. 90 points for this, making the officer into a little, push unit, which needs some transport. Gebirgsjägers with all the gear, light machine gun and submachine guns. I would go with one or the other normally. Penta Grenadiers with submachine guns. I mean, these are actually, they need transport again, but they're very, very good. Kartschützen, very thematic, not very good. Because of that motorcycle, they need to stand still in order to shoot. It doesn't work. Didn't work in V2, doesn't work in V3. But very thematic especially for the desert. Here, infantry, one with submachine gun, 8-man regular. Nah, I would cut this down a bit and give them the LMG, because these are going to sit most of the time behind the lines. A truck, if you can find the points, make this a Hanomag instead. The truck dies so easily now. The Hanomag is much more survivable. It's better. And you need something for the officer and the one of these the Panzergrenadier unit, right? The officer and that, it needs transport for both of those units. A big Hanomag might do the trick. Artillery platoon commander inexperienced, a half-track tow, and the Flak 36 heavy anti-tank gun on a rotating platform. Nah, this is a waste of points. It might look cool, the model might be really awesome, but this is a waste of points. For 200 points, that is going to sit there, and one 20-something light mortar is going to zero in on you and pin you down, or kill you over time. It is not worth it, in my opinion. Puma, though, the Puma is nice. 150 points, medium anti-tank gun, 8+ recce, dual steering, all that jazz. I would consider the Panzer II looks instead, but the Puma is nice. And the Panzer III G with a medium anti-tank gun, which is also very, very nice. These two are very good anti-tank vehicles, right? They can go hunting with the medium anti-tank gun. And they're not overly expensive. They are expensive, but not overly so. I like them. Heavy weapons to support all that with a couple of mortars and spotters. Now, do we need 3 spotters? The super heavy anti-tank gun on rotating platform. I'm guessing that can be shot as a howitzer as well. I don't know, because it says dual purpose AA and AT gun. Why would you buy a spotter for this? Unless you want the spotters to flood the field, and then potentially you want 3 spotters for these medium mortars, so that even if one of them goes, you have extra. I don't see the need for that. I think it's a little bit overkill. Let me know if you take this to a tournament, Robbie. If you take this to a tournament, let me know how you did with the motorcycles, because that's one of the things where I've never seen anyone do well with that. They are so difficult to play because of their rules that you have to be stationary when you're shooting, right? Most people would just not do that. Anywho, that was it from me today. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Cheers.